Look at this. Somebody come look at this. Look at this. Somebody come and look at this.
Yo, shalom and blessings, family. I hope everybody's doing well today. It's your brothers here from Salt of the Earth with another quick hitter. First and foremost, all praises, honor, and glory to the Most High. Your brother Eric and I, we on here. We was gonna chop it up about something real quick concerning Revelations and concerning Revelations and the 1,000-year reign, but something come to my attention a couple of moments ago, and I thought I would share the video with you brothers and sisters on here concerning the Yellowstone. It might have been a month or two back, maybe a month back. I had said something about this, how there was some suspicious activity going on in the area. Well, based off of the information I've been seeing, they're talking about Yellowstone is reactivated. Before I go and show the video, I wanna get my brother's perspective on just on the little bit that he's already heard. What's your thoughts, bro? Bro, Eric?
Not a lot, man. I'm definitely interested in what's going on, but when you just mentioned it to me, it caught me off guard, because you said Yellowstone was reactivated. And like I said, I thought you were speaking more so in the sense like something had happened recently, and you did mention, what would be a major catastrophe, one of the most damaging things that are happening in this nation, in the form of a natural disaster, quote unquote. In Yellowstone, we talked about that. So I'm really just interested, man. Shalom and blessings to everybody in the chat, by the way.
Yeah, the gravity of the situation, it can't be understated, because look, that volcano going off is going to have global consequences, and the consequences is going to go beyond just beyond America, eventually just being ruined, but we talking about worldwide famines and all kinds of things that it can potentially cause from its eruption or it erupting. So, like I was saying, either a month or two back, this is definitely something that people want to keep their eyes on, because if this volcano is reactivated, like they said it is, that's it for America. Honestly, there's no coming back from this thing exploding. So what I want to do is I want to share my screen with you guys, and I'll just share one of the videos. I'll go into, let me see, which one can I share? I'll share this 9-minute one right here. But this is definitely something you guys, everybody, want to keep their eyes on. Keep your eyes peeled and make sure you're walking circumspect and paying attention to the things going on around you. So I'm going to share this video now. Let's see. Fair use.
Absolutely.
All right. Let me grab this here. All right, so let me see which one I'll go with the one that has the most views. All right. So can you hear it? Can you see it?
Yeah, you can enlarge the screen.
Okay, I'm gonna enlarge
make it full screen rather.
All right, I'll do that. Hold on, let me hide that and make it full screen. That's better. And how's that?
Yeah, that's
that
awesome.
good.
Yeah, that's good.
All right, great.
The steamboat geyser Yellowstone has been unusually active in recent months, and U.S. Geological Survey experts USGS has announced a compelling reason for an eruption occurring atop a dormant supervolcano. Located in Yellowstone National Park, Steamboat Geyser is the highest active geyser in the world today. And boasting a pair of vents, this unexpected spring has been erupting at record speeds since March 2018, the USGS has confirmed. A research paper released today has revealed what was responsible for Steamboat's mysterious energetic eruption. USGS Yellowstone observers have counted 128 major eruptions at the geyser between March 2018 and the end of last year. Volcanologists wrote, "This may not look very impressive at this point. At first, Old Faithful Geyser can erupt countless times in just under 9 days. But for Steamboat, a true geyser giant, this is an extraordinary feat." Steamboat geyser eruptions are often capable of spewing water as high as 380 feet 116 meters into the sky above Yellowstone. And its notoriously erratic eruption intervals can stretch unexpectedly from day to decade. For example, Steamboat Geyser erupted only 15 times, between 1985 and 2017. Historical record shows Steamboat alternating between an inactive state and a much more active phase, such as its own. The two most recent active phases occurred in the 1960s and 1980s. However, what distinguishes the active phase at this time is how accurately Steamboat geyser is monitored. Eruption signals are recorded on temperature registers in the runoff channel, nearby seismometers, and USGS flow meters. Using unprecedented data, the researchers discovered that the extreme heights of steamboat eruptions are a fact related to the depth of the bubble trap. This is the technical term for a cavity or shallow structure that supplies water to a geyser eruption. This resulted in more available energy to power these eruptions. The actual discovered eruption volumes have exceeded 134 to 538 cubic meters for these 29 eruptions. For a perspective of how much water was involved, 250 m3 is roughly 1/10 of an Olympic-sized swimming pool. Various geological processes can affect the interval of geyser eruptions, such as earthquakes, extreme weather, and water ingress. On Steamboat, there is little seasonal effect, with longer intervals in winter and shorter intervals in summer. The USGS report suggests this is likely large due to changes in pressure below the Earth's surface associated with groundwater recharge.
So that doesn't seem to say very much. Let's see if I can find another video on it. I probably should have got the one that was down here. The one I wanted to get the first time, which was about 9 minutes long.
Go which one? Let me see. It might be the same one I'm looking at now. It's like 8.5 minutes.
8.5 minutes.
Yeah, go up, scroll up. There it is. That one.
Yeah. Okay.
Easily create your next video.
I don't know exactly what's on this one, but that's the one that
music, stock
I
footage.
see now on mine.
Okay.
Yellowstone is one of the largest volcanoes in the world, with scientists confident that it is preparing to explode one day in the near future. The volcano, just one example of the world's handful of supervolcanoes, has experienced 3 eruptions in the last 3 million years. The last one occurred 630,000 years ago, and is 1,000 times larger than the eruption of Mount St. Helens in 1980, an event that caused more than $1 billion, 741 million pounds, of damage. During Yellowstone's last eruption, large volumes of material caused the ground to collapse, creating the depression now known as the caldera, which was 55 kilometers by 80 kilometers wide. The next eruption is expected to have catastrophic effects worldwide, and is explored during the short documentary What If Yellowstone Volcano Erupted Tomorrow, narrator notes. Right now in the US, one of the world's largest volcanoes is preparing to explode. If Yellowstone decides to erupt, the results will be devastating. It has erupted 3 times in the last 3 million years, which has some wondering if we should be worried about another eruption in the near future. But if an eruption happens tomorrow, and you live in North America, there's almost nothing you can do to prepare. In geological and volcanic terms, the near future could mean hundreds of thousands of years from now. However, the documentary goes on to look at potential lava outflows, noting that Yellowstone is likely to produce a small amount of lava flow. This is because before lava becomes lava, it is known as something called magma. Most of Yellowstone's magma will not turn into lava, as the intensity of the eruption will force most of it to shoot into the sky. Then they become ash particles in the air, tiny scorching bits of jagged rock. This alone will affect more or less the entire US and Canada. Tens of millions of people within a 1,000 kilometers, 621 miles, radius will die. Ash, once inhaled, will form a cement-like mixture in your lungs, causing suffocation. Meanwhile, outside the building is about to collapse, just 30 centimeters, 12 inches, of ash is enough for the roof to collapse. Experts suggest that, even if you were out of the 1,000 kilometers range, you would still be in trouble because, even on the east coast of the US, about a centimeter of ash would fall, an amount that is still dangerous for human lungs. Some of the ash will spread to Europe, while the rest of the world will experience extreme weather changes. Global temperatures will drop by about 10 degrees Celsius, and could last for a decade. Ash will also affect crops, water supplies, and almost everything else we depend on. Organizations like NASA have been working on solutions to prevent such devastating events. One possibility that has been explored is increasing the amount of water in Yellowstone. It is intended to extract heat from day to day, thereby reducing the risk of an eruption. But practically speaking, it is likely impossible to convince politicians to agree to such an initiative.
I'm looking for when they say something about what they're saying right here. Warning, Yellowstone volcano.
However, another plan that NASA has come up with involves drilling a 10 kilometers hole into Yellowstone and pumping water into it at high pressure. This will circulate the water and return it to an estimated temperature of 350 C, 662 F, and slowly day by day remove heat from the volcano. Estimates suggest that such a project would cost around $3.46 billion, £2.69 billion, but would produce electric power at a competitive price, and thus come with an attractive catch that could convince politicians to invest.
All right, so I'm gonna stop it right here because it doesn't seem to be saying anything about the volcano being reactivated. Can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, so I'm not seeing anything about the volcano being reactivated. I guess we're gonna have to look a little bit more into that. Um, but one thing's for sure, like we said before, that's something we might want to keep our eyes on. Continue to look and see what's going on with that. You know, so if that, like I said before, if that volcano does blow, it's definitely going to have some severe consequences on anything in the vicinity. And it looks like 1,000 kilometers, he said, and anybody within 600 miles of this thing.
Yeah,
It's,
and even outside of that.
yeah, and even outside of it, so that right there is something to be cautious. Be cautioned on, who knows?
I wasn't made aware of it until just recently myself.
Yeah, me too. So I guess we'll look a little bit more into it, and when we get a little bit more information on it, we'll come and we'll bring it.
I will say the video didn't say anything about well, it did say something about some activity that hadn't happened in recent years. Of course, we don't get caught up in the time frame that they use, but you know, the most recent video about activity going on with Yellowstone volcano is like 8 hours ago.
Yeah, exactly. So I haven't seen anything. And plus, like if things really serious like that to that extent, you would more than likely hear something from mainstream media on it. More than likely. Not a, what I mean? But
Yeah, I mean, like he said, if it was to happen, it wouldn't be no way to prepare.
Yeah, exactly.
So that definitely got my attention, because we know it's stuff happening all around the world. I think I'm not sure about the volcano over in Spain, but if I'm not mistaken, I think it may have slowed down now.
Yeah,
But,
I think that one stopped in the Canary Islands. La Palma.
So, yeah, I believe so. The one that was in Spain.
Uh-huh.
And so who knows, man? A lot of this is shaping up, and we keep hearing the millions of years and all that, and it's ironic that everything that happens or is transpiring to happen, they get ahead of it and tell us that
Yeah.
it happened millions of years ago, and we just so happen to be in the time that it's happening again.
Exactly. Just another way to explain the write off the Most High doing things. But look, I got to get ready to go. So I want to thank everybody for watching. We'll bring some more information on this as soon as we got more. But right now we just as much in the dark about it as anybody else here. So with that being said, I want to say shalom and blessings. Thanks for coming on, Brother E.
Absolutely. I'll be back at around 8. We're going to talk some more about what we talked about last night.
Indeed. Shalom and blessings, family. Been another quick hitter by your brother Banyan E.